Hello everyone, Mr. Dino023 here, and I'm kind of sad. I had just finished recording this episode and I noticed that I had something on the background doing noise, so I have to record it again. And we have a lot of things to talk about in this episode. A lot of things happened during the last week and a half in the speedrunning community, and we have a lot of exciting news. So let's go ahead and start out with a brief overview of what we're going to be seeing. We're going to be talking about an upcoming podcast by StarCraft56K. We're going to be talking about video production. 3 videos came out this last week and they are all 3 amazing, so let's go ahead and check them out. We're going to be talking about a 10k bounty for Super Mario 64 120 stars by EZScape. We're going to be talking about upcoming marathons or marathons that are happening by the release of this video. And we're going to be talking about some amazing world records that were already beaten during these last 7 to 10 days. So let's go ahead and start out. I'm going to be leaving timestamps down in the description below if you want to skip out to an independent topic. So let's go ahead and start out with the podcast. There's going to be a new podcast released by StarCraft56K, a member of the speedrunning community, mostly related to the retro speedrunning. But the podcast is going to be talking about many things on the speedrunning world. This podcast is set to be released monthly, and the first episode is going to be released on December the 15th. So that's going to be the Sunday after the release of this video. So if you want to check it out, I'm gonna be leaving all the links to where to find it, of course, in the description as always, for all the topics that we covered here. Don't miss out. By the end of this video, we actually made an interview with StarCraft56K. If you want to know more about his achievements, his experiences as a speedrunner, and what motivated him to create this podcast, and the team that he's gonna be participating on this podcast, make sure to stay out for the end of this video, where the interview is gonna be taking place with StarCraft56K. So moving on with video production, there's 3 videos that were released this last week that are really good, I think, especially for speedrunner enthusiasts and people that enjoy this hobby. The first one I'm gonna be talking about, well, it was released on this channel. It was made by myself, but it was made thanks to a lot of support from the community. We gathered more than 1,000 votes to name out the most amazing 50 world records that were broken on 2019. And that's gonna be a series that is gonna be breakdown in a total of 5 different videos. So the first video, it's talking about the top 50 to the top 41 that was released last Friday. And this upcoming Friday, we're gonna be releasing the top 40 to the top 31. And then it's gonna be moving forward a weekly release. Again, these world records were not decided by myself. They were based off on more than 1,000 votes made by the whole speedrunning community. So I 100% advise you check it out if you wanna know more about world records that were broken on 2019. And speaking of world records, there was a video called How Super Mario Odyssey was beaten in under 1 hour. This is a world record progression video speaking only about Super Mario Odyssey, the different strats, different runners, different achievements made out throughout the game release, how community tackle the game having different versions, different bugs that were patched or glitches. And this is a really good world record progression video made by Smallant that is gonna be talking about ever since the very first speedrun that was made for Super Mario Odyssey, all the way on to how, spoiler alert, I'm not gonna say who achieved the first sub 1 hour on that game. But yeah, this video takes you through the very first speedrun up until the very first sub 1 hour, which is not the world record on the game anymore. There's other world records or better times than that one already, but this video talks of all the way until that happened, and it's a really good video to watch. And that's not the only world record progression video that was released this last days. There was also another world record progression video released by somebody that maybe almost everybody in the speedrunning community already knows because of their video production being amazing, as well as the research. And this was Castlevania World Record Progression by Summoning Salt. This is an amazing video that takes you through the past 16 years from 2003 to what we are up today, from a sub 15-minute world record in Castlevania up all the way to an 11:25 if I recall correctly, 11:24, somewhere around there. You know how the narration of Summoning Salt is always amazing, so if you want to check out any of these videos, well, make sure to check out the description down below. I advise you check them out, all the three. I think they're really good production videos. They all have like very interesting information in their own independent categories. Alright, so we have a bounty for Super Mario 64 speedrunners. And if you think you're good enough in this game, especially in the 120 star category, I advise you check out this bounty because it's really good. So EZScape is currently gonna be giving a total of $10,000 to split among different runs for Super Mario 64 that achieve a total time of 1 hour and 38 minutes in the 120 star category. We know by now, of course, that she's already achieved this time. However, any runs that happen before December the 15th are not gonna be allowed for this bounty. So if Cheese wants to participate, he's gonna have to do it again, as well as many other runners that have the potential abilities to do it. And again, if you think you can do it, make sure to check it out and participate on this event. So the way it's gonna be working, for any run performed on original hardware with other little other rules like having a microphone on or recording you while playing, like the gamepad. If you achieve a total time of 1 hour and 38 minutes after December the 15th in the 120 star categories, you could win up to $5,000. Yes, that's right. It's gonna be a total of $10,000 split between these bounties, but there's gonna be $5,000 for the first place or the first person to achieve this. A total of $3,000 for the second place that achieves this. I'm sorry, $2,000 for the second person that achieves a 138 after December the 15th, and 3 prizes of $1,000 for the 3 runner-ups. So meaning a total of 5 different prizes. It's gonna be 5K, 2K, and 3 prizes of 1K for the first 5 people that achieve a 138 after December the 15th. So if you're good enough in Super Mario 64, I 100% advise you start running, you start taking that rust off and try to achieve that 138, which is not gonna be easy, but I think the prices are very good. So props to EZScape for putting this up. I think it's gonna be a very interesting times to watch SM64. I think a lot of PBs and potentially world records are gonna be broken in the near future for this game, thanks to this additional motivators for people to speedrun this game. So let's talk about marathons that are currently happening. We have 3 marathons that are going to be happening this weekend or are already happening by the time of this recording, and this would be some of the last marathons happening in 2019. First off, it's Nothing But Zelda. Nothing But Zelda, it's a marathon that already happened in the last week in the Big John's channel, made up for charity purposes, of course, which is something amazing because a lot of these marathons are to help people or to help organizations, and I think that's a very noble cause as well, to put up amazing content. Nothing But Zelda was a speedrunning marathon that hosted only Zelda speedruns. This happened throughout the last week on Big John's channel. So if you're a Zelda enthusiast and you enjoy watching different Zelda games being beaten as fast as possible or as crazy as possible, I advise you check out the VODs on the Big John's channel. Also currently happening is No Holidays Allowed, being hosted in the Speed Gaming channel. No Holidays Allowed is the last marathon being hosted by Slow the Demon's team. We know them for hosting other bands such as No Glitches Allowed, Yes Glitches Allowed, Complete-It-On, and now they're putting up a holiday event which is called No Holidays Allowed, and this marathon is gonna be running through the weekend, already starting today. By the time of this posting, you should be able to check out this event already on Speed Gaming channel. And last but not least, we're gonna be having Dash Through Cancer. This is an event being hosted by Supersonic on his very own channel, and this is an event based off trying to help out his family, especially his uncle that is going through a very difficult situation right now with a fight against cancer. So if you guys can tune into this event or can support this cause, Supersonic is an amazing member of the speedrunning community, mostly being known for his Sonic runs as well as Super Mario 1 runs. And there is a pace bin in which Supersonic explains the whole situation and how Dash Through Cancer was an idea to support the situation that his family is going through right now. I'm gonna be leaving that down in the description below so that you can give it a read. And this event is gonna be happening starting very early Saturday afternoon, this Saturday, December the 14th, and it's gonna be running up until Sunday night. No 24/7, it's just gonna be pretty much like the whole day Saturday and whole day Sunday. There's gonna be a really good runs. This event again is being hosted for a really good cause. If you want to know more about that, make sure to read that pace bin and make sure to show your support. Even by just watching, everything helps. Spread awareness about this event and wish you the best of luck and the best of success with this event and the best wishes for your family, Supersonic. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about world records that were broken these past few days that I think are notable and noteworthy to mention. First off, we're gonna be talking about Celeste Any Percent, which after quite some time, the world record is no longer being hosted by Tish. This time around is being hosted by Shy Kitty with a total time of 27 minutes, 31 seconds, and 346 milliseconds. This is merely like 150 milliseconds faster than previous world record hold by Tish. But this is an amazing feat. Celeste is a very optimized as well as hard to execute game. So props to Shy Kitty for having the world record at this time around. Tish already mentioned he's not gonna go back to Celeste on the foreseeable future up until he has to practice this run for already planned marathons that he has for 2020. But for now, it's gonna be Shy Kitty or maybe other people that are gonna be having this world record up until maybe Tish or some other runners decide to try to go for it on 2020. But it's definitely gonna have to include a lot of grinding to try to break this world record right now hosted by Shy Kitty. Other world records that were broken and that we spoke about actually on our last Speedrunning News Network video are gonna be the Majora's Mask that were already beaten the sub 30 minute mark. The first sub 30 minute mark, at least from what I could find, was broken by your bro Brie with a total time of 29 minutes and 36 seconds. But by the time of this recording, the current world record is being held by Anup112 with a total time of 28:17:462. Yes, so the top 29 minute mark was already broken as well. There is currently a total of 7 players of Majora's Mask with a sub 30 minutes, which 4 of them are already on the sub 28 minute mark. And I don't know, maybe by the next recording we're already gonna be seeing sub 28s. We'll see, man. It's a very exciting time to be watching speedruns for the Majora's Mask game. So that's gonna be the news that we have for this week. As I mentioned, there was a lot of topics to cover and I'm very excited about the upcoming times for speedrunning in the future because a lot of video production is being happening, a lot of new content is being created, and a lot of new runners are always joining the hunt for new world records, new PBs, and new games. But like I said at the beginning of this video, we have an interview that we hosted with Stormcrow56. So if you want to check it out, make sure to tune in up until the very end of this video. I'm gonna be putting it in a moment. Hey guys, sorry for interrupting the video real quick. I promised an interview with the Stormcrow, but in post-production I noticed that the video has a lot of audio issues that is actually not yeah, I couldn't do anything to save that. It's really not it was my fault, it was not Stormcrow's fault. But yeah, it's very choppy on the audio portion. I don't know why it glitched out, but I promise I'm gonna contact Stormcrow again and I'm gonna bring you an interview with him either right before his podcast starts or like right after, like the next week. Still, 100% check out Stormcrowd's podcast this weekend, December the 15th. Good luck, go fast. Thank you. Go back to previous Mr. Dino. Just before, let me say thank you so much for all your support. Again, if you like the content produced on this video, if you like Speedrunning News Network, if you prefer the old background instead of this new background, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about future content on this channel. Alright, thank you so much everybody. This is Mr. Dino 023 and I'll see you on the next mission. Have a good one everybody.